Live at Coletco for Tuesday's Facebook record sale and YouTube sale. When you're on and watching, be sure to let us know. We are here and ready to provide you the ultimate record buying experience. With that being said, when you're on and watching, be sure to comment and let us know. I see some comments popping up. We're actually kind of on time. I was almost perfectly on time, and then I realized I had to go to the back and find this crate of auctions. I had a crate of auctions, and I had to go back there and locate those. With that being said, I'm going through some LPs that were marked for today. And then here in a minute, I'll go to the back and get the discount stuff. Tanner's unboxing some new vinyl. And I am going through some pretty cool looking stuff here. Wow, more great check condition stuff again tonight. I just need some empty crates. That's the first thing that I don't see right here that I normally need. And it's poster night. It's poster night, which is fantastic. Maybe we can actually perform the service of selling you these posters tonight. I would hope so. But let's see what's going on here. Let's hit the thumbs up button. Everybody right here, see this button? I need everybody to hit this right here. Right here. I need everybody to please hit that button, the thumbs up button. We need to get to 200 as soon as possible, okay? We need to get to 200 as soon as possible. I'm going to start sharing in the group. Let's share there and there and there. Also going to get this link copied. And let me go over here to the main page. I did make like a word post. I said, major show planned tonight with new arrivals, great auctions, including posters, and much discounted vintage. Almost said vintage. At midnight, we will dig into more movie poster boxes. Show starts at 7 p.m. Central Time sharp. See you then. See you then? See you then. See you now, because it's 7:09 and we're live. Wow, that post has 35 comments. Amazing. He said 7 p.m. sharp is a broken pin. Wow, everybody's roasting me. Oh my gosh, I'm getting destroyed in the comments. I'm going to have to send everybody a link to the... Oh man, I am so sorry. Oh boy. All right, everybody who commented, I'm gonna share them a link. Oh boy. Let's see here. Where to watch? Right here, Daniel. Did you say Night Ranger? John Rogaki wants to know if we still have the Beatles 65 purple label. Well, I didn't see all these comments. Wow, I'm behind. It's been wild since last night. Listen, doing these 7, 8 hour streams is really, I mean, we've been averaging 7-hour streams the last 6 shows, and that's like, I don't have any words. I mean, it's hard to get anything else ready for the next show. With that being said, all right, let's go ahead and pull up the chat here. Chat, restream chat. Did I get it? Hold on. I know I'm not ready for that yet. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on YouTube. That's where I'm heading to now. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on YouTube. We're streaming live over there as well. Let me turn down the volume. 8 likes on YouTube. We're only 40 subscribers away from 7,000. Who wants to be the 7,000th subscriber? We're not too far from that. Let's go over here on Instagram. And I'm ready, very excited to get into some of these new vintage arrivals for you. But first, let me post on our story. And by the way, I got some Kiss stuff to show you. I almost brought it over here and said, let's do it tonight. But I gotta let everybody know we're auctioning this. I have found a Kiss discovery that's really incredible. So I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. And we're streaming on X. And we're streaming on X. Yes, we need a retweet on X. I hardly ever get a retweet on there. Can we get a retweet on X? All right. Let's go here and see what we got going on. First thing, let's bring over that crate of new vintage stuff. Hopefully everybody's ready. So tonight's agenda, we're actually going to go back through. We're going to go through this crate second. Okay, I'm going to go through that crate second. I don't want to start with new vinyl. Plus, that's one we've been going through a few times here and there. Let's first go through a crate here of check condition new vintage titles. We're going to get some auctions rolling in here just a second. Not quite the 200. Yeah, we need 200 likes on the Facebook post. We need 200 likes, but we don't have as many people. It's very easy to get there when we have 300 people. Right now we got 187 on both platforms, so everybody's still hopping on. I've been so late. Everybody's like, he's not going to get started till 7:30. And so that's why I don't like being late, because that's not true. Sometimes we do get started, and I'm showing records by 7:05, but usually it's about 7:15, like right now. New arrivals, prices marked. Here we go. The Monkees, VG condition, $9.99. This is their debut album. It's an original stereo pressing for $9.99. And we have Herbie Hancock Monster, VG condition, $14.99 for Herbie Hancock Monster, VG condition, $14.99. Let's get our first auction started. Holy moly, a sealed Stevie Ray Vaughan. What a great way to start a show. It's a sealed retail copy too. This is a sealed retail copy of Stevie Ray Vaughan, Couldn't Stand the Weather. $55 start. It's never been opened. Holy moly, how about a sealed Scorpions? Love at First Thing. Has the hype sticker, Rock You Like a Hurricane. That's also going up for auction. It's sealed. Scorpions, $45 start. There is our first two auctions. They're sealed and sealed. The sealed market is hot right now. We have sealed Stevie Ray Vaughan and sealed Scorpions. $55 and $45 starts. Matt Shepard gets the Monk. That is sold to Matt Shepard. That was Monk for Monkees. I thought that was Thelonious Monk. That's Monkees. Herbie Hancock Monster is still available. How about Jimmy and David Ruffin Superstar Series? VG condition, $9.99. Joe Tex. I gotcha. Joe Tex is in VG condition, $9.99. And Kangi and the Dirty Rats. This is in VG Plus condition, $9.99. The Moments, Baby Let's Rap Now, Part 1 from Sugar Hill Gang label, VG Plus condition, $9.99. And Hound Dog Taylor, Beware of the Dog, VG Plus condition, $14.99. We have Scorpions at $50, Scorpions at $45. What is the Herbie? That is Herbie Hancock Monster, VG condition, $14.99. Chris G is at $55 on VON. I bet he meant SRV. Or is that for, what is VON? We have Stevie Ray Vaughan and we have Scorpions. Scott Jeffcoat wants Hound Dog Taylor. Sold to Scott Jeffcoat. Jackson Blaylock said sold on Herbie Hancock. We have the Johnny Otis Show live at Monterey. VG Plus, $26.99. A 1970 poster. A 1970 pressing with poster. Shuggy Otis plays on here. It's on the original Epic label, $26.99. Prince in shrink wrap with the original hype sticker. The vinyl is Pretty Beat, VG minus condition, $9.99. If you have a nice disc, though, that would be a great upgrade for a cover. Our first two auctions are pretty insane. Sealed Stevie Ray Vaughan, Couldn't Stand the Weather. We've got a bid on that for $55 with Chris G. And we have sealed Scorpions, Love at First Thing with hype sticker, Rock You Like a Hurricane. This is also a sealed retail copy, not a club. A sealed retail copy, not a club. Daniel Booziden is at $55 on the Scorpions. Two auctions, both have bids for $55, now $60 on the Scorpions. Slave, we had one of these last night, The Hardness of the World. VG Plus condition, $9.99. First two auctions, pretty mind-boggling. We have some sealed OGs. Nina Simone, live at Town Hall. VG condition, $14.99. Nina Simone, that's on Coplix. We had a sealed copy of that from the Michigan collection. There's a VG copy for $24.99. And the Blues Busters is VG Plus $19.99. Philip and Lloyd, the Blues Busters. What year is the Johnny Otis? The Johnny Otis Show live at Monterey is a 1970 original with the poster. VG Plus condition, $26.99. Genesis And then there were 3. Genesis is in VG condition, $9.99. Follow you, follow me. Shirley Brown, Intimate Storm. We got more great soul albums tonight. We never get to put stuff out like this, and we've had it for the last 2 nights. Soul, R&B, and blues albums from this collection that somebody brought here to the store. A local walk-in collection. Really good music, soul music that we never get in. R&B and blues. VG condition, $12.99. Edwin Blom does want the Johnny Otis. That's sold to Edwin Blom. And we have Otis Redding, the best of Otis Redding, 2 LP compilation on Atco, VG Plus condition, $29.99. VG Plus condition, $29.99. All right, let me go over here. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Let's pull up some pictures. Let's pull up some photos and see what happens. Moment of truth. I think we're going to start out with the Metallica Milano, Italy. All right. Last night I tried for 5, 6, 7 hours to make this work, and that's great relief seeing that. All right, so here's our first poster auction of that. We're going to get our 3rd auction rolling, which is a really cool poster. First rundown on the posters is we're only going to charge you $7 shipping for anything you buy this week, as far as a poster, even though these are going to be shipped rolled separately. So they're going to be shipped separate because we got to roll these, okay? They're going to come shipped rolled, and which is best for them, and it's a lot cheaper. So we're going to ship these rolled, and this is the first poster. It's Metallica. Paul's done some great research on a lot of these for us. This is a Metallica May 8, 2019 concert poster, Milano, Italy. It's a silk screen. It was available only to VIP ticket holders. We have the artist name, Erica Henderson. It's a 24 by 18. And the price is going to be a $95 start. This is a $95 start. So we got 2 auctions going back here. Let me go back to the other screen. We got 2 auctions going back here, Sealed Stevie Ray Vaughan and Sealed Scorpions. And now if you want to bid on Metallica, you do it just like that in the comments. Just place your bid. That is really cool. We have bids for $95 and now $150. Okay, so let me figure out where we left off here. Last thing I said was Scorpion 60, Scorpion 65, Stevie Ray Vaughan 60. We sold to Johnny Otis. Josh Tanner first on Otis Redding. Josh Tanner, you got the Otis Redding. And then there was not a monk. No, there was not a Thelonious Monk. You can pick up here in the store, yes. They're ready next Tuesday. So anything you buy this week, they won't be ready until next Tuesday. But yes, and Stevie Ray Vaughan's at 62. So let's update all 3 auctions right quick now that we have a 3rd one going. Stevie Ray Vaughan is a sealed original retail copy. It just got a bid with Jennifer Schrader for $62. We have Scorpions, Love at First Sting. Scorpions Love at First Sting is sealed, another original retail copy with the hop sticker. No saw marks, no punch holes. And the high bid on that is Daniel Bouzide, and it's $65. $65. Stevie Ray Vaughan, let's see here. Everything's really nice, actually. This corner's nice, no breach. That corner's nice, no breach. No breach there. This one has a little bit of a bend to it, just like one little smush. But, I mean, compared to anything else or other sealed records, it's really nice. No tears, no rips. Both are very nice sealed. And then the Metallica poster is at $150, and that's with Stephen Olfat, and that's at $150. And I hope I'm saying your name completely, entirely correctly, Daniel. If not, let me know. But you've got this at $150 right now, and we'll give an update on that in just a second. We have Prince, Sign of the Times, VG condition, $9.99. Old fat, just like it's spelled. Okay, just making sure there wasn't some kind of like hidden syllable in there or something. Marvin Gaye, Super Hits, VG condition, $14.99. Marvin Gaye, Super Hits, very cool. VG condition, $14.99. The Temptations is VG condition, $9.99. Tony Barara is at $200 on Metallica. Tony Barara is at $200 on Metallica. The Trio, Oscar Peterson, Ray Brown, and Ed Thigpen. This is VG condition, $14.99. The Trio, Oscar Peterson, Ed Brown, and Ray Thigpen. Starting off with an awesome poster with Metallica. Really cool one there. That's Metallica, an original, accessible only to VIP ticket holders for that concert in Italy. Tres Hombre, ZZ Top, VG condition, $14.99. This is Tres Hombre, ZZ Top on the original label, $14.99. And Millie Jackson's Greatest Hits, VG Plus condition, $9.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan got a new bid for $65. The Scorpions got 2 new bids for $70 and $70. Stevie Ray Vaughan got another bid for $63, but was already at $65. $200 on Metallica, $75 on the Scorpions. Tony Lewis first on the Prince. That's so to Tony Lewis. Stevie Ray Vaughan's at $70. The poster is a 24 by 18. 24 by 18. 24 by 18. Stevie Ray Vaughan's at $70. Prince has already sold Edwin. The Scorpions is at $75. Now it's at $90. Hiram Aponte on ZZ Top. Hiram Aponte on ZZ Top. And Daniel Olfat has bid $210 on Metallica. That's the new bid right now on Metallica. Daniel Olfat's at $210. Tony Barara, you're out. SRV's at $72. Todd, you were second on ZZ Top. Def Leppard, On Through the Night, a VG copy for $24.99. A VG copy for $24. Wow, that's a very clean-looking VG copy. $24.99 for Def Leppard. There is a little bit of a tear right here in the cover. A little bit of a tear right here in the cover. $24.99. VG condition. We have Bo Diddley, Another Dimension. VG Plus condition, $24.99. Bo Diddley, Another Dimension. VG Plus, $24.99. And Junior Walker, All-Star, Shotgun. VG condition, $9.99. And we have a claim for Def Leppard with David Tate, On Through the Night. All right. Somebody did bid $200. Yes, Tony Barara. Tony Barara is still the high bid. It just came in. He's at $225 on the Metallica poster. Let's update these auctions. Stevie Ray Vaughan is a sealed retail copy. The high bid, Brent Ribley at $72. Couldn't stand the weather. Very, very nicely sealed, $72. And then we have Scorpions, an amazingly sealed retail copy with a very cool hop sticker, Rock You Like a Hurricane mentioned. That is also very nicely sealed. And Mark Querum has it for $90. Mark Querum has it for $90. All righty. We have James Brown. Everybody's doing the hustle. Dead on the Double Bump. Well, I don't see that one too often. VG Plus condition, $26.99. VG Plus condition, $26.99. What's the Temptations album? The Temptations is called Great Songs and Performances That Inspired Motown's 25th Anniversary. It's essentially greatest hits. My Girl, Get Ready, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, and that is VG condition, $9.99. New bid on the Scorpions for $95. David Bowie Pinups, VG condition, $14.99. VG condition, $14.99. Mike Massey just made a good point. See where my hand's going up and down right here? Make sure you're watching this if you can. We got people watching on YouTube, Facebook, and X. So if you're bidding on the poster and you're new, I'm sure we have lots of new people here that's going to be bidding on these posters tonight. We had a lot of new people last night that was here to bid on them, and I couldn't get them ready. But now, just so you know, you can't look at the Facebook chat. That applies for anybody. You can't also look at the YouTube chat. So welcome back, poster bidders. I apologize again for last night, but we're going to be selling them tonight for sure. So make sure you're not looking at the Facebook chat or the YouTube chat. You got to look at you got to either listen to me or what's going on here on Restream, which it moves, and then once it goes off the screen, you can't see it. But you can't just look at whatever platform you're on to chat. That's always going to be, it's going to be somewhat accurate, but it's not going to be in the right order. You can't see everything, etc. All right, so I left off. Scorpions got a new bid for $100. Brian K. Thomas on the Temptations. We have Tim Turner second on the Temptations. Ben R. Ben is going to get the David Bowie. Ben Revue. I think it's Rouvet, but Ben R. as I call it. That is David Bowie. We have Scorpions at $105. The high bid on Metallica is $225. The Metallica's at $225 right now. And Stevie Ray Vaughan is a final call. This is a final call to Brent Ribley for $72. And the Scorpions at $125. No one else has bid on Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's sealed. Brent has it for $72. We have the Stinger Man, Jimmy McCracklin. VG condition, $12.99. We're going through a check condition bin to begin the night. There's some stuff in here I'm like, wow, no one's grabbed this yet. Jackson 5, Diana Ross presents the Jackson 5, I Want You Back. It's in VG condition. It's a UK copy. It's a German copy. Tamla Motown from Germany. VG condition, $12.99. Also, James Brown Sex Machine, VG condition, $34.99. James Brown Sex Machine and Major Lance Monkey Time. It's an Edsel Records compilation, VG Plus $14.99. And Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, You're All I Need. That's an original. We were talking about that last night, how those are so tough to find. That's in VG Plus condition, $29.99. $29.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan, nobody else bid. This is sold to Brent Robley for $72. And Tanner, I'm going to be auctioning some stuff that I don't have in sleeves. If I could get a pack of sleeves, or I laid some over there behind those Duran Duran Funkos the other day, a handful of loose ones. And Stevie Ray Vaughan, and we got a new bid on Metallica. Tony Barrar is at $240. So we have Scorpions at $105, and then Mark Querum bid $125. Carlene Rollins on the Jackson 5. Carlene Rollins on the Jackson 5. And then Tony Barara bid $240 on Metallica. David Tate on James Brown. Almost said Jackson Brown. That's not Jackson. That's James. Spelled differently, too. That's sold to David Tate. Richard Bedford is second. And the auction here, just one more time. Sealed Stevie Ray Vaughan. What am I trying to say, Tanner? Sealed Stevie Ray Vaughan. Sold to Brent Robley for $72. Awesome. All righty. Got great auctions. I'm also going to instruct Tanner in just a second on where some more stuff is that I can pull from back there. But right now, let me see what else I have in here. I have a Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange soundtrack. Got some cool stuff. Typically, stuff we might just go ahead and mark, but I'm just going to put them up for auction tonight. This is on the original green Warner Brothers label. The vinyl is very clean. It's EX Plus on the vinyl, so no check condition notes and a nice jacket. Iconic Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange soundtrack, original pressing, $15 start. $15 start on that. Okay, so we have Jimmy McCracklin, Blues and Souls, VG Plus condition, $14.99, and Jackie Wilson's Greatest Hits, VG condition, $9.99. Robert Plant, The Principle of Moments, EX condition, $22.99, with hype sticker, includes the hit single, Big Log, EX condition, $22.99. All right, there's 3 auctions. Let's show the poster first. First poster of the night. Let's give all the details again. This is Metallica, an original concert poster, May 8, 2019, Milano, Italy. It's a silk screen. It was only available to VIP ticket holders. Its artist is Erica Henderson. You can see her initials down there in the bottom left corner. It is a 24 by 18, and we just got a new bid. Tony Barara has the bid at $200. Tony Barara has it for $260. That's the high bid right now on Metallica. That's a very cool poster. That's the first one of the night. The high bid right now is $260 of Tony Barara. All right, let's go back to the live shot and show you the LP that's up for auction. This is a sealed Scorpions, an original retail copy with hype sticker, Rock You Like a Hurricane. Mark Querum was at $125. $125. And then we have Clockwork Orange. It had bids for $15, $17, $15, $20. David Hilton wants Jackie Wilson. That's sold to David Hilton. Clockwork 22. Reed Gregory on Robert Plant. And Clockwork Orange 25, 25, 28, and 30. Clockwork Orange is a U.S. pressing green Warner Brothers label. A U.S. original pressing. Very, very nice. And final call on Scorpions. Now, the other bidder, Daniel Ofat, you've been outbid. Tony has it for $260. Daniel, if you decide that if you're done on this, and if you want to bid again, go right ahead. If you're done, same rules for any auctions. Go ahead and let me know by saying you're out, and that means you're done bidding and you can't bid again on this one, and I'll go ahead and sell it and we'll put up another one. But that's how that works. All right, back to the check condition stuff. Dolly Parton, Here You Come Again. VG Plus condition, $17.99 for Dolly Parton. Nina Simone at Newport, VG Plus condition, $36.99. Another one on Colpix, that's VG Plus condition, $36.99. Christopher Morris first on Dolly, and Josh Tanner was second. Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell. Wow, that cover has some nice inking to it. No ring wear. This cover is notorious for having a lot of ring wear. VG Plus condition, $24.99, and it's the original label. Michael Hickson second on Dolly Parton, and Styx is EX $17.99. There's the out on Scorpions I was waiting to see. So the Scorpions is a final call for $125, and that is sealed, and that is with Mark Querum. Mark Querum has that. Michael McCarter first to Meatloaf. That's sold to Michael McCarter, and Chris G second. Michael, thank you for the gift. I think you hopped off the other night, but I said thank you, and I was going to show everybody your gift and give you a shout out if that's okay with you. But I'll make sure that's okay first. Also, we have Genesis self-titled, VG condition, $9.99. Genesis self-titled, VG condition, $9.99. Chris G second on Meatloaf. And Queen, A Day at the Races, VG condition, $14.99. VG condition, $14.99. So, Metallica's a final call. Tony Barara, I was making sure Daniel Olfat was out. And Tony Barara has it for $260. Final call, $260 on Metallica. Now, we have Clockwork Orange with a high bid of $35 with Brent Robley. Tony Freeman first on Genesis. That's sold to Tony Freeman. Josh Ragland first on Queen. Reed Gregory second. And then Josh Phillips wanted the Oscar Peterson Trio, which I think was a few back. So let me go ahead and pull that for Josh Phillips. And let's sell Mark Quarum, the Sealed Scorpions, $125. Love at First Thing. That's sold for $125. Thank you. And that's done. The high bid on Clockwork Orange. Everybody's out except Brent Brobley. He has it for $35. John Franz, I have already sold Genesis. And we have Fame, Rock and Roll World, EX condition, $17.99 for Fame. EX condition, $17.99. Well, let me figure out what Michael, my mom, I was going to show it. I don't know what my mom's done with it. She might have took it home. Tanner, have you seen the gift from Michael McCarter that was back here, the little jar? It's missing. Mom might have took it home. I don't see it over here. It's gone. She might have put it up in the cabinet, or it might be in her cabinet. We have Van Halen. This is in VG Plus condition, $34.99. Van Halen's VG Plus condition, 1984, $34.99. And Thunderball. Oh, man. What an amazing cover. Thunderball, VG condition. My favorite artwork, arguably, on any album cover, especially since I'm a James Bond fan and collector. I mean, look at that. VG condition and, of course, music by John Barry and the legendary Tom Jones. VG condition, $9.99. That's sold to David Tate. And Clockwork Orange is at $40. All right, let's sell our first poster. This is officially sold. I was making sure the other bidder was out, but I hadn't heard back from them. This is sold to Tony Barara for $200. And let me find that. Tony Barara had this for, let me find his. Oh, wait a minute. Or did we get a new bid? Wait a second. Was there a new bid on there? We had Tony Barara $240, Daniel $245. I kept on saying $240. There might have been a new bid slipped in there. $245, is that right? Daniel Olfat $245, Tony Barara $260. Yeah, that's what it was. $260, not $240. And then there was no other bids. This is sold for $260. Yes, $260. $260. This first poster is sold $260. Now, Tanner, I don't know how you want to do that because they're not up here, but Metallica is sold for $260 to Tony Barara. All right, we'll get another one going in just a second. Back up to the top, we have Bruce Springsteen, Darkness on the Edge of Town, VG $9.99, and Vanishing Point soundtrack. We had that poster pop up the other night when we were going through posters. Here's Vanishing Point soundtrack, VG condition, $24.99. All right. And then we sold Genesis. Clockwork Orange got a new bid for $37, then $40. We sold 007. And we have Josh Ragland wants to put back Queen. I think there was a backup person on Queen. Josh Ragland wants to put back Queen. And nope, nobody else backup. So Queen's still available. VG condition, $14.99. Day at the Races. Tony Phillips first on Vanishing Point. Tony Freeman first on Bruce Springsteen. John Franz, the fourth, was next. And now Chris McMillan, let me know if you want back in on Clockwork Orange. Clockwork Orange. All right. Here may be, this is probably one of the neatest ones, I think, of just the overall look. Now, I'm not really that much into their music, but I think it's just an awesome poster. If we were going to keep anyone just for the aesthetics of it, this thing is really cool. And this is Daft Punk Discovery. It's a serigraph and silk screen. The artist is Tom Doyle, and he signed it. I guess, down there at the bottom. You can't really see it in the picture, but right below the last date, Chicago, that's his signature down there at the bottom. It's signed by the artist. It's a 24 by 18. And this is a $175 start. We already have a bid for $200. Blake Harrington, $200. Really cool poster. That is an amazing, they did very well with the foil. That is a really cool looking poster. Like I said, I'm very much aware of their music, but man, that's just a cool poster. That is now up for bid. A Daft Punk Discovery. Classic Album Sundays presents Daft Punk Discovery with some of those dates on there. It's signed by the artist. We have a bid for $200 with Blank Harrington. Now, like I said, for anybody new watching, posters, if the only thing you buy this week is posters, $7 shipping, we'll put them rolled in a tube. All right. So let's go back up to the top. That's up for bid. I'm going to get a new LP started in just a second. Gary Samuels says he'll take that Queen LP. That is sold to Gary Samuels. And the Vanishing Point poster sale, yes, it did. Daft Punk has a bid for $200. Clockwork Orange has a bid for $43. Daft Punk has a bid of $201 and now $230. First time here watching from Bristol, Tennessee. Welcome from Bristol. We're here in Lebanon, Tennessee, and we have viewers from all over the country and some international viewers as well. Our next auction is going to be a VG Plus condition RCA Music Club pressing of AC/DC Who Made Who, and we're going to start this at $25. AC/DC Who Made Who, VG Plus condition, $25 start. It's an RCA Music Club, has just a generic inner sleeve, VG Plus vinyl and VG Plus cover. That's a $25 start. If anybody new is here watching for records, just claim whatever you want. I'm going to go back through this bin again. These are all first come, first serve. We got 3 auctions going right now. We have a Daft Punk poster right here. That's getting several bids. And then I just put up an AC/DC, as you've seen, and a Clockwork Orange. All right, let's go through this bin and see what's left. There were some great titles left unclaimed. Jimmy and David Ruffin, Superstar Series, VG condition, $9.99. I Gotcha, Joe Tex, VG $9.99. And Kathy and the Dirty Rats, VG Plus $9.99. Kevin Black Fox, this is an original pressing of Van Halen 1984 with the original inner sleeve. Yes, that's not a reissue. Van Halen is VG Plus condition, $34.99. Kevin Black Fox. AC/DC had bids for $28 and $30. Daft Punk's at $260. And we have The Moments, Baby Let's Rap Now, Part 1 and Part 2 on Sugar Hill. VG Plus condition, $9.99. Prince is still available. The cover's in shrink wrap of hot sticker, but the vinyl is in VG minus condition. Still, that's a great cover upgrade if you need one. $9.99 for Prince. Also, Slave, The Hardness of the World, VG Plus $9.99. Nina Simone at Town Hall. We got 2 Nina Simone still left in here. Here's the first one on the original Coplex label. That's VG condition, $24.99. Kevin Black Fox says he'll take Van Halen. That's sold to Kevin Black Fox. That's sold to Kevin Black Fox. Next is the Blues Busters, Philip and Lloyd. VG Plus condition, $9.99. And Genesis, and then there were 3. Genesis in VG condition, $9.99. Shirley Brown, Intimate Storm. Shirley Brown is in VG condition, $12.99. And Marvin Gaye Super Hits is still available, surprisingly. VG condition, $14.99. This is our first bin of the night. It's check condition titles. Back up at the top. That's a great question. The high bid on Clockwork Orange, I have Chris McMillan at $43. Brent Ribley was at $40. Chris McMillan's at $43. And I was making sure Brent Ribley was done. Brent, just so you know, you were outbid on this. Chris McMillan has it for $43. It's kind of got forgotten about back here. It's on the original green Warner Brothers label. And now we have Brent out. So that's a final call for $43. That's an original U.S. pressing. And then we got AC/DC, Who Made Who. VG Plus. Wayne Carr was at $35. Wayne Carr was at $35. And we have a Daft Punk poster up for bid. Daft Punk is at $290 with Blake Harrington. Blake Harrington's at $290. That's the high bid right now on the Daft Punk poster, $290. Tony Lewis was first on Marvin Gaye. That is sold to Tony Lewis. Daniel says, I had a 50 spot for Van Halen. Everything in here is first come, first serve. If you're first, you get it for the price I say. If not, then you don't get it. We have Millie Jackson's Greatest Hits. VG Plus condition, $9.99. Chris Bachek says he'll take the Prince. That is sold to Chris Bachek. Bo Diddley, Another Dimension, VG Plus condition, has a wickedly clipped corner, but it is Bo Diddley. VG Plus condition, $24.99. Junior Walker and the All-Star Shotgun, VG $9.99. This is a final call on the Clockwork Orange soundtrack. Clockwork Orange, Stanley Kubrick's. This is Chris McMillan's for $43, and it's a final call. Daft Punk got a new bid for $301. Now it's at $310. Wayne Carr is still the high bidder on AC/DC. I'm going to move that to a final call, $35 on AC/DC. James Brown, everybody's doing the hustle. VG Plus, $26.99. Disco, Dance Dance, Hustle, Hustle, Hustle. James Brown, an original on his custom label, $26.99. The Stinger Man, Jimmy McCracklin, VG condition, $12.99. Jimmy McCracklin. Also, Major Lance, Monkey Time, VG Plus condition, $14.99. We have an original Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, You're All I Need, on the original. This is a surprise that hadn't been claimed. A little bit of writing there on the cover, but that's an original Tomla Motown. Don't get those too often. $29.99. A new bid just came in on the Daft Punk poster at $220 with Reed Gregory. That's at $220 of Reed Gregory. Look at the foil on that one. We got some pretty incredible posters to auction tonight. Very cool. I think they're cool even if you're not into the artist. Some of these Primus posters and Tool, just amazing artwork. We have Wayne Carr first on Marvin Gaye. That's sold to Wayne Carr. Next is Jimmy McCracklin, Blues and Soul, VG Plus $14.99. Nina Simone at Newport, VG Plus $36.99. The bid is $320. Yes, $320. Now $330. Styx is EX condition, $17.99 for Styx. And Fame, Rock and Roll World, EX condition, $17.99. Chris McMillan, you have been outbid on Clockwork Orange. We have a high bid of $45 with Freddie Milford. Nobody else bid on AC/DC. This is now officially sold. Who Made Who? That's officially sold. AC/DC. Who Made Who to Wayne Carr for $35. Wayne was the last person standing on that. He also was the last claim on the Marvin Gaye. Yes, the poster is signed. Let's take another look at it. Daft Punk Discovery. This is a serigraph and silkscreen. Artist is Tim Dull. And it's a 24 by 18. It's signed by the artist. Right down there, you see the last date, Chicago 28th. Right down below that is the artist's signature. Yes, it is artist signed. Most of these tonight, a lot of them tonight are artist signed. All right, Chris McMillan's out on Clockwork Orange. Final call, $45. That last bump might have got it for Freddie. I have not even looked at this yet, but I knew I needed to put it up for auction. Rush. It's on the black and red Mercury reissue label from the 80s. The vinyl appears to be in about VG Plus condition. This is in a VG Plus. This is an 80s. Let's see if it has a barcode. It doesn't have a barcode on the back, but this label's typically probably maybe late 70s reissue of this. I don't have the exact information, but I can promise you it's not OG, but it's a nice looking copy, even for VG, especially on the jacket. And Rush is going up for bid for a $25 start. If you don't have a vintage copy of that in your collection, that's a good start. Daft Punk is at $335 with Reed Gregory. $335 with Reed Gregory. All right, let me grab a new crate over here. I think I have, make sure, this stuff is not check condition titles. And let's go through it. There's some really cool comedy records in here that y'all like Red Fox, and, well, you'll just have to see. All right, Rush has bids for $25, $25, $28, and now $30. We got two pretty serious bidders on the Daft Punk. I think we're done on Clockwork Orange, so let's go ahead and sell that to Freddie Milford for $45. Freddie, you get that. I think I got a John Lee Hooker album over here. John Lee Hooker, let me go ahead and pull this and put it up for auction so we get a third one going. And we have, what is Taylor Swift? Nothing. I don't think it's anything. It's just laying, maybe a customer left it up there. Taylor Swift Midnights, $33.99. Taylor Swift Midnights, $33.99. You missed someone's buy it now on Prince. No, I pulled that. Chris Baycheck, I've got Prince pulled for him. I got that one. John Lee Hooker, I'm in the Mood. VG Plus condition, $20 start. John Lee Hooker, I'm in the Mood. VG Plus condition, $20 start. It's on the upfront label. VG Plus, John Lee Hooker, I'm in the Mood. Nice jacket. No really serious damage to it. Minor shelf wear. $20 start on that. Michael McCarter wants Taylor Swift. Anybody else wants one? Well, actually, did he leave it up here, Tanner? Well, he just stepped to the back. I wasn't going to show it, but let me see if I can find it. What did he do with it? He might have... Where did he lay that thing at? It had something to do with a gift Tanner got. I think that's why we had it laying up there. I know that's why we had it laid up there now. When he comes back up here, I'll show it. Very cool. I didn't know you could have anything done like this, but I don't know what he's done with it. He might have took it to the back. I'll show you in just a second. If you're a Taylor Swift fan, it's really cool. I'll show it. He got somebody gave him a gift, him and his wife. But this sold to Michael McCarter. It's $33.99. It's a Midnight Blue edition. Midnight Blue edition. I have more. I actually have 2 entire crates full of Taylor Swift records. If anybody's interested in seeing more, we'll bring them over here in just a second. That's sold to Michael McCarter. Okay, now there's a lot going on. First, I put up the Rush with bids for 25, 25, 28, 30, 30, 35, 32, 31. Daft Punk got a bid for 340. Rush 37, Rush 35, Rush 45. Michael McCarter got Taylor Swift, Rush 47. John Lee Hooker is a $20 start. Do you have Taylor Swift Fearless? Possibly. Okay. Daft Punk. Reed says he's out. Blake Harrington has this for $340. Let's show it again. So Daft Punk is a final call, $340. If anybody wants in, you got to outbid Blake Harrington. Blake has it for $340. That's a final call. Daft Punk poster, $340. That's where we're at on that one. Final call. Okay. Obviously, you can see the first record in here. It's Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits. Biograph. Not really Greatest Hits. It's obviously got lots of hit songs. It's a 5 LP box set, $49.99. Always thought that was a great deal if you pick up one of these, because if Bob Dylan came out with a 5 LP compilation of this music today, it would probably be $200-$300 with a booklet insert, $49.99. That's sold to Michael Swinger. That is sold to Michael Swinger. Next is the Greatest Hits of the Manhattans, $12.99. Greatest Hits of the Manhattans. Sweet Funky Soul, Sam and Dave compilation. I'm a Soul Man. Hold On, I'm Coming. No condition notes on any of these. Sam and Dave is $14.99. Sam and Dave is $14.99. Millie Jackson, live and uncensored, $19.99 for Millie Jackson, live and uncensored. And Melba Moore is $9.99. Melba Moore, Read My Lips, $9.99. All right, let me see what else I have here. Let me pull up. All right, so let's officially call Daft Punk sold to Blake Harrington for $340. So Blake, that's sold to you for $340. Now, if you're a first-time buyer, thank you and welcome. Make sure right now you send our Facebook page a message. We need your email address and your mailing address, please. $7 in limited shipping, and that includes posters this week. Make sure you contact our page. We need your email address and mailing address. If you're on YouTube, I'll send you a link to our website. You only need to fill out first-time buyer stuff if you're a first-time buyer and you actually make a purchase. And we'll get another one started in just a second. Let me update. We got a lot of different activity going on, especially John Lee Hooker. It's at 20, 23. And then Matt Lawson put SD. SD was for Sam and Dave. That's sold to Matt Lawson. John Lee Hooker, 25. Kyle Gregory, second on Sam and Dave. Rush is a Black Mercury label pressing. EX to VG Plus. I've been calling it EX to VG Plus. Let me give an update on this. Black Mercury label, EX to VG Plus. And the last bid that came through was Freddie Milford at $50. Freddie Milford has this for $50. Daniel Ofat has it for $55. So that's the high bid right now, $55 on Rush. Daniel Ofat, $55 on that. Now, John Lee Hooker's at $30. And let me show a few more LPs. We have Earth, Wind & Fire, the best of Earth, Wind & Fire, $14.99. That's Earth, Wind & Fire's greatest hits. And the Red Fox, the new Thug, that is Red Fox, no condition notes on any of these. That's $14.99. Let's see what the next poster is I have here in order. Do I have these in order? Let me see if I got them in the order of which Paul got them ready here. If not, I'll have to go ahead and match them to see. Promise, let's see here. The Cure Hollywood Bowl. That's actually the next one I got information for. Let me do that one, the Cure Hollywood Bowl. All right. Let's put this one up. All right, so next poster, this is the Cure Hollywood Bowl, silk screen. Artist is EMEK, and it's signed by the artist. EMEK, signed by the artist. It's a 24 by 18. This is $125 start. $125. The Cure, May 23rd, 2023, Hollywood Bowl. That is now up for bid. That's now up for bid. $125 start. $125 start on that. That's up for bid. Cynthia Herdren's at $175. That's where we're at. Okay, there's Red Fox. Now, back up to the top, we had John Lee Hooker at 30. We had Rush, new bids for 53, 56, and 60. Larry Drish first on Earth, Wind, and Fire. Shane Devers first on Red Fox. Christopher Morris was second. Rush has a new bid for 56. The Cure has a bid for 175, and Rush is at 58. The Jerry Clower, Dogs I Have Known. It says, I thought that was that's a picture of a raccoon. That's Jerry Clower. The Jerry Clower, Dogs I Have Known, $14.99. $14.99. And Ray Stevens' Greatest Hits, that is $12.99. Christopher Morris first on Jerry Clower. We have a new bid that just came in on John Lee Hooker at $32. Also a new bid on Rush that just came in for $62 with Jackson Blaylock. Also, Moms Mabley on stage, the funniest woman in the world, $12.99. Also, Pigmeat Markham, Here Comes the Judge. This is $14.99. Pigmeat Markham, Here Come the Judge, $14.99. And Richard Pryor, Insane. That will be an instant seller. Richard Pryor is $14.99. Robert Philippi, you were second on the Jerry Clower. John Lee Hooker got a new bid for $35. Rush got a new bid for $65. We now have a final call on the Cure. $175 with Cynthia Herdren. $175 with Cynthia Herdren. Final call. The Cure, May 23rd, 2023. That's a final call. We have Shane Devers first on Richard Pryor. Robert Philippi was second. Mike Massey's in on the Cure at $185. Chris McMillan, that is third on Robert Plant. And we have Rufus and Shaka Khan, Master Jam, $9.99. I don't have the Cure numbered. Nope, it's just signed by the artist. I don't have anything about it being numbered on it. I don't see anything about it being numbered. Hall & Oates Live with Hype Sticker, $22.99. Live at the Apollo, Hall & Oates, that's $22.99. And James Carr at the dark end of the street. James Carr is $24.99. James Carr. Also, Joe Tex is $14.99. Joe Tex, $14.99. And Jonathan Butler, that is $9.99. New bid on the Cure, $205, And we have John Lee Hooker. Let's go ahead and say this is a final call to Shane Devers at $35. Slicker Van Slyke, you're the other bidder. And Wolves Council said he was out. Final call on that for $35. Bill Samus first on the Hall & Oates, Live with the Temptations. Scott Ham, you were second. And now let's move Rush to a final call. The high bid on Rush is Jackson Blaylock's at $67. This is a VG Plus EX copy of Rush self-titled. That is at 67 with Jackson Blaylock. And right now we're also bidding on this Cure poster, which has a high bid of $325. John Lee Hooker's at $37 and Rush is at $70. Kenny Rogers in the first edition. This is $9.99. $9.99. Ike and Tina live at Carnegie Hall. $26.99 for Ike and Tina live at Carnegie Hall. $26.99. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. That's $14.99. All their greatest hits. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. $14.99 on that. And I think I skipped something here. I did. I skipped a few. They fell over on me. There's Howard Melvin. Junior Walker and the All-Stars, all the great hits, $19.99. And 20 John hits, Do It Now, $19.99. The Beatles, Neil Diamond, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Melanie, Richie Havens, Donovan, etc., etc. Excuse me. We have John Lee Hooker at $37. Rush has a new bid for $70 and $70 with the same person. I think he's bidding on two different platforms. We have Daniel Olfat bidding on YouTube, and he's bidding on Facebook. Is that the same person? I would think so. Cure's at $375. Cure's at $425. John Lee Hooker's at $40. Cure's at $485. The Cure's at $525. And we have the best of Percy Sledge, $26.99. When a Man Loves a Woman, $26.99. We have officially entered air horn territory. We have surpassed air horn territory on the Cure poster. Jackson Brown, The Pretender, $14.99. Jackson Brown, The Pretender. And The Main Man, Joe Jones. The Main Man is $24.99 with Joe Jones. Marvin Gaye, Here My Dear, $36.99. Marvin Gaye, Here My Dear. Another clean copy. We had one of those the other night, $36.99. All right. If you haven't already, now's a great time. If you could do me one favor and hit the like button on Facebook. If you're new, if you watch every night, hit the like button. Let's try to get to over 200 likes on there. Should be able to do that real quickly if everybody could do that. One small act of kindness. And then same thing for the YouTube video. Hit the like video. Make sure you're following us. We're going to be doing posters and records like this every night. I think we have enough stuff in the back. We've been buying collections for the last couple of years with hundreds. Now we have thousands of posters. We've got this new setup where we can sell them live every night here, where we can show them. So this is going to be kind of a new staple every night. We're probably going to have some kind of posters, whether it's after we get done with records or here during the sale as well. Stuff like this we're going to auction. By the way, this has a bid for $525. This is an original concert poster, The Cure Hollywood Bowl, a silk screen. It's signed by M.E.N.K., the artist, is 24/18. The high bid is $525 with Mike Massey. We're going to have to bring out the air horn for this one. That's a final call, making sure nobody else wants in. $525. All right, now we have a John Lee Hooker, I'm in the Mood. This had a bid for $37 and then $40, and I haven't seen a new bid, and we have an out from Slicker Van Slyke. So Shane Devers has this for $40. That's a final call. And Dennis Daly is the new high bidder on Rush. He just bid $72. For some reason, probably one of the more difficult Rush albums to find pre-1989. If you consider all those from the 2000s and 90s, those are very difficult to find. But this one, this never comes through as often. It's a nice jacket and EX or VG Plus vinyl, and I'm also going to clean it and re-sleeve it tonight as well. All right, and then we had Laura Smith on Jackson. That was the next, the Jackson Brown. That's sold to Laura Smith. Rush is at $72, and John Lee Hooker is a final call for $40. The Best of Nat King Cole, $9.99. Also, Seals and Crofts, Greatest Hits. Seals and Crofts, Greatest Hits, $9.99. Somebody just sent us a message and said, I know somebody with a poster collection for sale. Looks like we're going to be getting more posters soon. That always happens. Pointer Sisters Breakout, $12.99. Tony Lewis on Nat King Cole. That's sold to Tony Lewis. Rachel, you were second. And Thelma Houston Superstar Series, $9.99. Oh boy, I hadn't brought up the air horn in a while. If you're new here, we have a tradition unlike any other. It's not quite like the Masters, but we have a tradition of the air horn. Anything that sells for more than $500, we say a big thank you to the buyer. This is also a Coletco first. Mike Massey, Hall of Fame moment here. First air horn, I think, for a concert poster. Maybe. I know we had some pretty expensive ones before. We've had some original Bill Graham, Fillmore stuff, but this may be, and there may be a couple others tonight that get over $500. I think there's some that the starting bid's over $500. Yeah, there's a couple in here, the starting bid's over $500. So let's go ahead and do this. Thank you, Mike Massey, longtime viewer, and he's one of my monster suppliers. Sold, $525. Okay, back to work. Tony Freeman on SC. That is Seals and Croft. That's sold to Tony Freeman. John Lee Hooker sold to Shane Devers for $40, and it looks like the Rush is going to be going to Daniel, Dennis Daly. Dennis Daly has the high bid on Rush for $72. That's a final call. Dennis Daly has that. That's a final call. And we have the Natalie Cole Collection, $9.99. The Natalie Cole Collection. Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell celebrating Motown's 20th anniversary. That is a greatest hits. Look at all those amazing songs. $24.99. $24.99. Christopher Morris on TH for Thelma Houston. That's sold to Christopher Morris. And Pop Staples is $14.99. A Pop Staples solo album, $14.99. All right, let me see what I have next here on my list. I'm trying to figure out how to do this so I don't forget one, because some of these are like, I have them in order, and then these pictures are kind of jumbled. Let me see what I have here. See if I can find what was next here on this list. And then some Paul, I think Paul's watching right now. Let's see here. Tool, Scioto Bank Arena, Toronto. Let me see if I can, it's a foil, Tool, Scioto Bank. Is that what that says? Let me see if I can find that one. Tool, let me figure out what that one looks like. Some of these I'm like, okay, now which one is this? This might be this one right here. Nope, that's Nampa, Idaho. And if anybody's waiting on, this is a great time for somebody to let me know if you're waiting on one. Here it is. Yeah, I thought that was this one. If you're waiting on one or if you want me to put one up, that's a great time to let me know. Here's the next one. This is Tool Scioto Bank Arena, Toronto. It's a foil print. That's a foil print, 27, number 271 of 650. You see it down there in the bottom left, right? See it down there in the bottom left? It's number 271 of 650. This is Tool. The artist is Max Verheyen. It's also a 24 by 18. This is a $375 start Tool. It's numbered down there at the bottom, 271 of 650. Now, Paul told me, I knew from trying to look up a few, and also Tanner did, some of these are very, very scarce. It's just like myself, when I go to a concert and buy a poster, you really don't want to sell it, right? You were there at the show. And if you just collect them and you're looking for somebody waiting to sell one, they usually don't come up, or they're very, very expensive. We were looking up some of these promises, and there was like only a few active, and they were like 567, 678, which is, some of those are pretty crazy prices. But this is Tool, and the starting bid is $375. Scioto Bank, that was a concert from Toronto. That's now up for bid. $375 on that one. All right, we have Rachel Crosta on the Natalie Cole. That's sold to Rachel Crosta. We have Pusser for Alien, Tool Nashville poster. That's a couple of the ones people are requesting, okay? We have Nappy Brown, Deep Sea Diver. That's $19.99 in shrink wrap. Also, this is Ocean Drive, Beach Beat Records. That's in shrink wrap, $19.99. And we have the New Birth Golden Classics, $19.99. Nasty Blues, $14.99 with Clarence Carter. I see Artie White, Chick Willis, Nasty Blues, $14.99. Nashville City Limits compilation, that is sealed, $19.99. Let's get some new auctions going. Rush is officially sold to Dennis Daly for $72. Nobody else ever bid. Dennis Daly, you get that for $72. I'm going to put a sticky note on this for us to clean it and put it in a new anti-static. So whoever watching this sale, let's make sure Rush gets cleaned. That's sold to Dennis Daly for $72. Thank you, Dennis. Let's also put up some new auction LPs. But first, let's go ahead and pull a few things out of here. Pam Dickens first on Nasty Blues. Cynthia Herdren was second. And we have Tyrone Davis, Greatest Hits. That is $19.99. $19.99. TV's Golden Hits, $9.99. I did not get a Tool poster for either show I was at. They were sold out before I could get to them. Except Sean and Garrett, they got one. But no, I missed out both shows on the posters. Prince, $19.99. This is a 1982 Winchester pressing, an original Winchester pressing of Prince, $39.99. Or I should say Garrett got one, I guess. Right? I'm not for sure. Prince, I can't remember. One of them got a poster. They got some merch. I didn't get anything. I got some shirts in Nashville. Tool, final call for $375. Now, here's how the auctions work. If no one bids, then you can buy it now, but you could miss out on it. So if you're wanting to buy it for $375, you go ahead and lock in your bid, but you might get outbid. But if you want to wait till when I make it a buy it now, you got to wait for the green light, but then you might not be first. You could miss out on it. That's how this works. So final call on that for $375. That's a $375 start. This auction is going to be a $1 start. This is the Tramps Disco Inferno. The Tramps Disco Inferno, a classic. $1 starting bid. No condition notes on the vinyl. It does have a saw mark here on the cover. That is a $1 start. The Tramps Disco Inferno. $1 start on the Tramps Disco Inferno. That's now up for bid, the Tramps. All right, let's see what else we have here. I think I have a Star Wars. We got some cool soundtracks tonight over here in this bin from a collector, a customer and a collector who traded some stuff in. And I think this is a nice copy of the original Star Wars soundtrack. It is. This is Star Wars, the OG Star Wars, number 4, A New Hope, then known as just Star Wars, before we knew there would be many, many more, and books, and video games, and spin-offs. It was just known as Star Wars. This is complete. It has a poster with it. Let me show you this. This has got a poster with it that came with it. There's the poster. Speaking of posters, Star Wars. Let's put this up for a $1 start as well. I have a feeling we'll get to where we need to on this one. It has the original insert, and it has both LPs with the original inner sleeves, and everything is nice. The cover has a little bit of signs of ring wear just up here at the top, but it's nice. It's a gatefold. Star Wars, also a $1 starting bid. Also a $1 starting bid. There is Darth. That's now up for bid. Okay, so back up to the top. We have Nasty Blues. We have Scott Oman on PR. Scott Oman was PR, and that's for Prince, right? Scott Oman, if so, that's so do you, Prince. And then we had Michael McCarter second. Lots of bids on those. Both auctions. Make sure I didn't miss any other claims. Okay. We have Saturday Night Fever, another soundtrack. Saturday Night Fever is $19.99. Saturday Night Fever is $19.99. Peggy Scott and JoJo Benson, Lover's Heaven, $34.99 for that. And the Pointer Sisters, $9.99. The Pointer Sisters is $9.99. Michael Hickson on Saturday Night Fever. That's sold to Michael Hickson. Also, País Tropical, Sergio Mendes in Brazil 77, $12.99. Billy Butler, second on Saturday Night Fever. We have Road Music TV Special, a 2-record set, truck driving compilation, $14.99. $14.99. Excuse me. I'm going to need to drink my energy drink. Give me 1 second. Thanks to Doug Page for the very cool Christmas gift. Excuse me. All right. We have ZZ Top Afterburner, $24.99 for ZZ Top. And Van Halen, Diver Down, Gold Stamp promo with the contains the hit Oh Pretty Woman hop sticker. Super nice copy, $49.99. If anybody wants to buy a Tool, it's a $375 buy it now. No bid, $375 buy it now if anybody wants it. Tool, November 12th, 2019. That is available for a buy it now, $375 if anybody wants that. $375 on that. Okay, the Tramps has a high bid. I put that up for a $1 start, the Tramps. We had bids for 15, 1, 5, 10, and I think we're still at $15. The Tramps is at $15, and this is with, I think it was the very first bid, which was Daniel Ofat at $15. The Tramps is still at $15. That's going once, going twice. Christopher Morris is at 18. Christopher Morris is at 16, And then Star Wars has a high bid of 51 with Stephen Freyu. Scott Oman was first to the ZZ Top. Before that, Rob Scheffler wanted the truck driving music. That sold to Rob Scheffler. Van Halen is 60 Van Halen. I'm not for sure what that means. And we have James Brown, Roots of a Revolution. This is a 1984 UK, $44.99. James Brown is $44.99, Roots of a Revolution. And The Great Show of Nina Simone, live in Paris. 1975, this is $39.99. The Great Show of Nina Simone, live in Paris. That is $39.99. It's a 1979 French pressing. 1979 French pressing on that. All right, I don't see a claim on Tool. Let me try to get one of those other ones loaded that was requested. And let me go ahead and make sure there's no other claims. The Tramps is at 17 with Jackie Reynolds. And the high bid on Star Wars is with Pamela Fleischman now for 65. That's where we're at on that. Okay, let me see what I have over here in the posters. So Tool is still available. One more look at that. If anybody wants that, $375. It's still available, $375 on that. And we had a request for one of these right here. Let me see if I can figure out which one's which. Give me 1 second on this. And let's see. This is Pussifer. There's 2 different ones, though. Let me see what we have here. Give me 1 second on this one, because there's 2 different ones. I gotta make sure I'm doing the right one here. Okay. All right, and We have Tramps at $20, and we have another $20 bid and another $20 bid. But Pamela Fleischman has the high bid on Star Wars right now at $65. Pamela has the high bid right now on Star Wars for $65. That's where we're at on that. And Scott Ham was first on Van Halen. That's so does Scott Ham. Okay, now let's go through this bin one more time. I'm trying to figure out what's what here. I've got a list, but some of these are like, there's two different ones. So trying to figure out which one's what right quick. Let me pull up a picture here, see if I can figure it out. Paul says one with alien. There's two. That says that right there. Okay, and let me just do one here maybe that I can find right quick. Okay. So first, let me recap this bin right quick. And we have the Tramps as a high bid with Christopher Morris at $20. He's the high bidder. And Star Wars is the final call with Pamela Fleischman for $65. We have the Manhattan's Greatest Hits, $12.99. The Manhattan's Greatest Hits, that is $12.99. The Manhattan's Greatest Hits. And we have Millie Jackson, live and uncensored, $19.99. Millie Jackson, live and uncensored, $19.99 for Millie Jackson, live and uncensored. Melba Moore, Read My Lips, that was $9.99. Doing a quick recap of this bin. Ray Stevens' Greatest Hits is $12.99. Moms Mabley on stage, the funniest woman in the world, $12.99 for Moms Mabley. And Pygmy Markham, Here Come the Judge, $14.99. Pygmy Markham, a couple comedy records in there. Let's see what I have here on this. Let's see. Let me do this one right here. This is Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let me find that one. I know what that one looks like. And I'm going to, when Tanner steps back up here, I'm going to see if we can get him to help me sort these a little bit better and get them maybe in the right order. So give me 1 second. But first, I'm going to put this one up, which is another Metallica. I can recognize that one, and I have it here actually next on the list. This is Metallica, the Box Center, B-O-C or B-O-K. That is Tulsa, Oklahoma. A VIP exclusive silkscreen artist proof. Artist is Evan Cagle. It's another 24 by 18, and that is $125 start. That's Metallica, 2019. The Box Center or the Boke Center, Tulsa, Oklahoma, $125 start. A VIP exclusive silkscreen artist proof, Evan Cagle, 24 by 18. That is $125 start. Metallica, that's up for bid, $125 start. All right, we have a bid on Star Wars for $66 with Thomas Stallings. And Rufus and Shaka Khan Master Jam, $9.99. James Carr at the Dark End of the Street, $24.99 on that. And Joe Tex is $14.99. Joe Tex is $14.99. Jonathan Butler is $9.99. Jonathan Butler. And Kenny Rogers in the first edition's Greatest Hits. I've never seen that exact jacket before. $9.99. The Tramps is sold then for $20 to Christopher Morris. Christopher Morris, you get the Tramps for $20. Star Wars has a high bid with Pamela Fleischman for $70. And we have Tony Barara has the high bid on Metallica for $140. I Cantina live at Carnegie Hall, $26.99 for I Cantina live at Carnegie Hall. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, $14.99. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, their Greatest Hits, that's $14.99. Matt Shepard wants the Kenny Rogers Greatest Hits. Mark Lent wants to know the JB condition. Everything in here, no condition notes. This thing is EX Plus, near mint minus. Star Wars is at $70 with Pamela Fleischman. Junior Walker and the All-Stars is $19.99. And Do It Now, that's $19.99. This is 20 John hits as advertised on TV. We have Fred Carnell on HM. That's Howard Melvin and the Blue Notes. We have Pamela, you're at 70 on Star Wars. That's going once, going twice. And right here are the posters. This is right here's the Metallica poster. It has a high bid of $140. $140 with Tony Barara, and that's a final call. $140, that's a final call. Okay, and then we have Stacy getting the Do It Now compilation, and we have a high bid on Star Wars for $75 with Pamela Fleischman and $145 on Metallica. Also, the Best of Percy Sledge is $26.99. The Best of Percy Sledge is $26.99. When a Man Loves a Woman. The Main Man, Joe Jones, $24.99 on that. Also, Marvin Gaye, Here My Dear, $36.99. Now, Star Wars is complete with both inner sleeves and the poster and the insert. It has the poster, both inner sleeves, very clean vinyl, nice jacket. The high bid is $75 with Pamela Fleischman. The new bid on the Metallica poster is $150 with Shane Devers. Pointer Sisters, $12.99 for the Pointer Sisters. Also, Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell is $24.99. Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. And Pop Staples is $14.99. Tool Bridgestone poster on deck. Yes, all those are coming up. We got to sell them one at a time. This is at $150. When Daniel and Tony says they're done bidding, or unless somebody else bids, we'll do a final call and we'll sell it. Metallica has a high bid right now of $150. We have Deep Sea Diver, Nappy Brown, $19.99 for Deep Sea Diver, Nappy Brown. This was called Ocean Drive, which is a compilation of music. That's in shrink wrap for $19.99. And the New Birth Golden Classics, $19.99. The New Birth Golden Classics, $19.99 on that. New Birth Golden Classics. Nashville City Limits is sealed, unopened, compilation, $19.99. Tyrone Davis Greatest Hits was $19.99. And this is TV's Golden Hits. TV's Golden Hits, $9.99. Peggy Scott Lovers, JoJo Heaven, or JoJo Benson Heaven. Peggy Scott and JoJo Benson Lovers Heaven, that was $34.99. The Pointer Sisters, this is $9.99. Payas Tropical, Sergio Mendes, $12.99. And the last two records was the James Brown, Roots of a Revolution, 84 UK, $44.99. And the Great Show of Nina Simone, $36.99. We did a very thorough recap on that. We have Marco Villavenicio wants TVs, Golden Hits. Now, we have making sure that Pamela, you're done on Star Wars. Daniel Ofat has that for $79. And he also has the high bid on the Metallica poster at $155. He has the high bid on that at $155. So that's where we're at on both items, $155 and $79. Final call on both of those. If anybody else wants back in, let me know as soon as possible. Let me bring up a new crate, and I will go ahead and tag Mark Lent for the James Brown. That's also a very nice copy. That's sold to Mark Lent. James Brown is sold. Okay, let me see what I got over here in this next crate. Got some more new vintage stuff to go through that we have not put up, including several auctions still to run. And we got one open slot back there. And as soon as we're done on these posters, as soon as everybody says out, I'll call them sold. But if there's kind of a bid in limbo, or if everybody's still bidding, we'll keep one going up there at a time. But right now, I got some final calls going. We have a new bid on Metallica, $160. We have a new bid at $160. And we have a high bid on Star Wars for $79, which I think is a final call. Pamela says she's out. And we have Daniel out on Metallica. Shane has it for $160. $160, which is this one right here. So now, Tony Barara, if you're still with us, let me know, and I'll go ahead and call that sold to Shane unless you bid again. And final call on Star Wars. Let's go through some new vintage arrivals. Just a few, then I'm going to put up some new auctions. Rush is $39.99. Shrink wrap and hop sticker. Grace Under Pressure. Has the original inner sleeve as well. Very nice vinyl. $39.99 on Rush. Grace Under Pressure. This is Vanity, Wild Animal. $24.99 on Vanity, Wild Animal. And ZZ Top Eliminator in shrink wrap. $34.99. Jackson Blaylock first on Rush. Okay, Daniel Ofat, you are the winning bidder on Star Wars. If you could please do me a favor right now and send our Facebook page a message. I need a message sent to our Facebook page with your email address and your mailing address, please. Your email address and your mailing address so we can send you an invoice for these items on Monday. This has a high bid sold to you for $79, and please do that as soon as possible. Any first-time buyers, we need your information for first-time buyers sent to us as soon as possible. Next auction is going to be this. I've never heard back from Tony Barara, so I've got to call this sold to Shane Devers. This Metallica poster is sold to Shane Devers for $160. That's sold to Shane Devers for $160. That one is sold. Let me get one of these other ones on deck. And let me see if I can find out what we have over here with it. And let me see here. Okay, let me see what this one says here. Okay, give me 1 second. Get these images pulled up. Somebody was interested in this. Now, some of these, I think I just have like the basic information, but I really don't have anything else other than that. So, or maybe Paul's giving me the information and I don't know which one to match up with what. So, some of these we might just say, here it is, and bid on it, because I don't think I have some of the exact information, if you know what I mean. This is the one with the alien silk screen, Billy D and friend. There's a couple of aliens, though. Let me see here. He's done a very good job. I'm just not very good with matching these up. But this is the one that several people's requested. You know what? I have really the basic information here. It's a Pussifer poster with an alien on it and a guy with a big set of blonde hair, some aviator-looking glasses, and a mustache. And I think it may be this one right here. Let's see here. Could that be the Billy D and friend? Possibly. I think that's what that is. Either way, let's start this one for $1. It's a 24 by 18. I know that one. That's up for bid. $1 starting bid. $1 starting bid on that one. Have fun. That's up for bid. Pussifer with the alien and this other guy. I don't have any other information besides that. $1 start on that. Pussifer. That's now up for bid for a $1 start. Okay, we have AC/DC. AC/DC is going to be a $25 start. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Very clean copy. No condition notes on the vinyl. It's a retail copy. Has a saw mark there. This is a $25 start. $25 start on AC/DC. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Okay, we have Vanity, we had ZZ Top, Berlin, Pleasure Victim, $24.99 for Berlin, Pleasure Victim, $24.99. Black Hole, Original Motion Picture Soundtrack, $24.99 for Black Hole, Original Motion Picture Soundtrack, $24.99. $24.99. Fame, the original soundtrack from the motion picture, $19.99. Is that supposed to be Maynard? Okay, it's a cartoonish fixture of Maynard James. The Final Countdown, music from the motion picture, $19.99. Daniel Olfatz at $60 on Pussifer. Light of Day soundtrack, gold stamp promo, $24.99. Light of Day soundtrack, $24.99. Van Halen, Women and Children First, $44.99 on Van Halen, Women and Children First. And I knew there was a problem. I don't think we're connected to Facebook right now. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I think I've lost Facebook comments. Of course, we went through last night with several technical difficulties. I was like, it's just a matter of time before something happens tonight. I don't have Facebook comments right now, which if it doesn't come back in about 2 or 3 seconds, I'll have to definitely completely restart the entire feed. So right now, if you're bidding on Facebook, you're obviously not seeing it pop up there on Restream. See all these YouTube comments? I don't think Facebook's connected right now. So we're still live on Facebook and you can still comment. I just can't see the bids right now. So I knew there was a problem when that happened. So give me 1 second. And let me pull this up here. And yeah, there was lots of new stuff here. I've actually got the feed pulled up now, but I can't see what anybody's saying on Restream. All right, let me count down from 5. And if it's still not on here, I know what happens when this happens. I've got to completely restart the show. So give me 1, 2, 3 more minutes. If it doesn't stop, I'll figure out where we're at on the high bid, and then we'll stop and we'll come back, and I'll just have to reboot the feed right quick. I'll have to reboot the feed, which it looks like it's going to happen because I don't have comments coming back. Yep, it says error. See, I'm not connected. There's no comments coming up from Facebook right here. Just says error. Now, y'all can comment. It will pop up in your chat and everything, but I can't see them. Every once in a while, we get booted from Restream for some reason. Okay. All right, so here's what I've got to do. I'm sure everybody can still hear me. I've got to stop the feed. I'm going to retitle it Part 2, okay? It's going to say Part 2. I'll be back in literally less than 60 seconds. There'll be a new YouTube video, there'll be a new Facebook video, and there'll be a new video on X, okay? So, and no comments are popping up on Facebook chat. Well, there might be a problem with Facebook, so that's always a possibility as well. All right, so let me stop there. I'm going to end the feed. I'll be back in just a second. We're going to restart this as Part 2, okay? Sorry for the problems. This is